Hello everybody, this is the Crochet Queenie coming to you with another tutorial. Hope everybody's having a great week. I have been crocheting these hearts for Valentine's or for anything. I put some together and I was going to make some fun faces out of them. We'll call them the fun face hearts. So I thought I would show everybody my version of this crochet heart. And we're going to make a match to the yellow one. Of course, you could put two colors together if you wanted to, but in this case, we're going to make another yellow one to match this one here. So to get started, I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, and I'm using 3-ply yarn because it seems to make it easier to do the decreases than the thicker yarn is. So to get started, we need to make a chain of 24. So we start out with our slip knot, and we're going to make a chain of 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So now we have our chain of 24 stitches to get started with, and we're going to skip the first 3. So as you can see that the yarn is going through that first one there, we're going to skip that one, and then we're going to skip the next one and the next one. So we're going to start in the 4th chain, which is right here. So in that 4th chain right here, we're going to put 6 double crochets. So that's an increase. So 6 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we just put 6 double crochets all into that same chain. Now for the next 6 chains going down, we're just going to put a double crochet in each of those. 1 double crochet in each of those. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So far very easy pattern. Gets a little bit tough to do the decrease, but that's why I like the 3-ply yarn. It seemed easier to do that. So we're going to put 7 stitches all in one. So we're going to do a decrease. We're going to put 7 stitches into 1 stitch. So with double crochets. So we're going to yarn over and start a double crochet. So we'll leave 2 loops on the hook. We're not going to finish like we normally would. We're going to yarn over again and go into the second one. Pull up the loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now each time we're going to pull through 2. So now we got 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do the third one the same. The fourth one the same. 5, 6, all right, little girl, come on. And thought I had it. Got it. And 7. 2, 3, 4. So that will leave, when you do that, when you put all 7 chains on the hook, you'll actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now you have to yarn over it and pull through all of those at one time. We got it. And now we're going to do, again, we're going back up the other side. So we're going to put 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, that should leave just 1 chain left. See? 1 chain left. We're going to have to put 7 doubles into that same chain so I'll match the other side. So we need to put 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now don't worry about that chain pulling out there. You just pull it back. So we have 7 doubles on that last chain. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to come around to the other side, to this side here, and start in this first stitch right here. We're going to do 9 double crochets going down, or going this way. So starting in this first chain right here, we're going to do a double crochet. That's 1. The next stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last one right here, number 9. So now we're pretty much at the bottom peak here. So in this stitch right here, we need to do an increase for our heart. So in this one stitch, we're going to put 7 double crochets all into that same one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and now going back up this side, we're going to do the 9 double crochets. Now I noticed that this first stitch here is kind of hard to see. It's really close. You don't want to skip that one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, number 8. Right here is number 9. So you got the 9 double crochets, and now right here is where we did our very first one. See the top of that one? Right here's our chain, our beginning chain. Right here's the top of it. We're going to slip stitch there, and that's going to end round 1. There's only 3 rounds. There's only 3 rounds. So get some more yarn going here for round 2. For round 2, we start out by chaining 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we need to increase over the next 7 stitches, including this one. So we're going to count this chain 3 as a double crochet. So we're going to put another double crochet in the same stitch, which will be our first increase of the 7. So we don't want to lose count. Sometimes I do that. But anyway, so there's 2 in that stitch. That's the first increase. Now the second stitch is right here. It's really close. So in the second stitch, we need to put 2 double crochets. Whoops. All right, there's 1. I made it. And then 2. So that's 2 increases. And then the next one we'll put 2. That's 3 increases. And the next one we'll put 2. 1, 2. That makes 4 increases. And the next one we're going to put 2. That makes 5 increases. And the next one we'll put 2. Now that'll make 6 increases. The next one we'll put 2, and that should be 7. We're going to count again though. Put 2 in this one here, that should be 7 increases. So let's see, we have 7 sets of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because we're considering that our first one, that chain there. So we did our 7 increases. And now, on the next 4 stitches, we're just going to put 1 double crochet in each of those. So 1 in that one, 1 in this one, 1 in this one, 1 in this one. That makes 4. Now it's time to do our decrease again, which is the trickiest part of this pattern. But just take your time. It makes the heart look good. Gives it a nice shape for Valentine's. So you just yarn over like you're doing a double crochet. Go into the first stitch, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop there. Yarn over again. Go through the second one, yarn over and pull through 2. Do the third one, pull through 2. The fourth one, pull through 2. The fifth one, pull through 2. Sixth one, pull through 2. And then the 7th one, pull through 2. Now I make sure I got that right. I count. And make sure I have 8 loops on my hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means I got them all. Now when I yarn over, it'll look like 9, but I'm just yarning over so now it looks like I got 9. I need to get a good grip on this here and pull through all of this. It's really not that hard. There, we got it. So now we need to do what we did on this side. So coming up this hill here, we're going to put a double crochet in each of the next 4. So that would be, this was part of our last decrease. So it'll start right here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you remember on this side here, we put 2 in each of the 7 stitches. We got to do that again to do this side. So starting in the next stitch, we're going to put 2 in that one, and so forth until we get 7 again. So 1 and 2, that's 1 increase. Next stitch, put 2, 1, and 2, that's 2 increases. The next stitch, put 2, 1, 2, that should be 3. Next one, put 2, 1, and 2, that should be 4 increases. Next stitch, put 2, 1, and 2 for 5 increases. Next stitch, put 2, 1, and 2 for 6 increases. And then one more, 2 in this one. And that should make 7. Like again, I'm going to check because sometimes I just forget stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that's where we did our 4 right there. So we're good on this one. So now for round 2, coming down this side here of the heart, we're going to do 11 doubles, 1 in each stitch, like we did before, but this time it's 11 instead of 9. So 1, 2, 3, and some more yarn here. Okay, so that was 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so now we just did 11 double crochets going down the side here for our heart. And now, so that puts us down at the peak again. So you remember from the last round, we put the 7 in the same stitch. I'm going to do the same thing again. We're going to put 7 in the stitch right here. So 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. More yarn. I'll be right back. So now we need to go to the other side there. We're going to put, like we did before, we did 11 double crochets. We're going to put 11 double crochets to finish this side right here. And then we're just going to slip stitch it again like we did on the last round. So right here, we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one more, 11. Okay, so you see our heart's starting to shape up already. He's so cute. She's so cute. This is our first double crochet right here. Here's the top of it. Here's the chain that we did. We counted it as a double crochet. In the top of that chain right here, we're going to do our slip stitch again, just like we did before. So this is not a hard pattern. There's more stitches than in a lot of the patterns that I've shown before, and take a little longer, but I just thought it turned out really cool looking. So now for the last round, round 3, we're going to start out by chaining 3 again. So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to alternate. Like we did the increase last time, we did 2 in each of the 7. This time we're going to do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 7 times. So once again, we're going to consider this a double crochet. So we're going to put another one in the very same spot. So that'll be 2 in that one. That'll be the 2 of the first set of 7. And then the next stitch, which is here, so it's easy to miss that one. If you can see the double crochet, you have to follow it. You can see the top of it right here. It's kind of being pulled a little bit. We're going to put 1 double crochet right there. Now that's going to be our first set of 7. So we're going to put 2 in this one, and 1 in the next one. Right here, that'll be our second set of the 7. Next stitch, we're going to put 2 in this one, and we're going to put 1 in this one. That'll be 3 sets of 7. Alright, so next stitch here, we're going to put 2. One in the next one. That should be 4 sets. We'll count at the end to make sure. Next one, we're going to put 2. And then 1. That should be 5 sets. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2 in this one. And 1 in this one for 6 sets. Then stitch right here, 2. And then 1 in the next one. That should be 7 sets, so it'll be actually 3 in each set. We're going to double check that. So there's 1 set, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the beginning. So that's 7. That's good. We did good. Now, all we have to do in the next stitch is put 1 double crochet. Just put 1 double crochet right there. And then it's going to be time to do our decrease of 7 again. 7 together to make this. And I'm going to get a little bit more yarn to do that and get it ready ahead of time. There we go. Okay, so we're going to yarn over like we did before. Start our double crochet, pull through 2, yarn over, go through the next stitch for the second one, and then the third, and the fourth, 5, 6, and 7 stitches all together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be 8 on the hook. We yarn over and we pull through absolutely everything on the hook. And there we go. Looking good. Going up the hill. The other side here, we do our 1 double crochet in the next stitch. As you can probably see that this stitch right here is attached to the ones that we just decreased together. It's part of that. So the 1 double crochet will go in this stitch right here. I hope you can see this okay. Alright, so right here we're going to just do our double crochet like we did on the other side. And now we got to do our 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 7 times again. So in the next stitch we'll put 2. And then in the next stitch we're going to put 1. That's our first set of 7 again. Okay. Then in the next stitch we're going to put 2 double crochets. And the next stitch we'll put 1. That'll be our second set of 7. Okay. And the next stitch we're going to put 2. Next stitch we'll put 1. Okay, how many is that so far? Let's see. That is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 sets. So yarn over, go through the next one to put 2. One in the next one. That'll be 4 sets. 2 in the next one. And 1 in the next one makes 5 sets. 2 in the next one. And 1 in the next one makes 6 sets. 2 in the next one. And 1 in the next one will make 7 sets. Let's double check our work. In the meantime, I'll get a little bit more yarn. Yes, this 3-ply yarn made the decreases really easy. The 4-ply is thicker, it would be a little bit harder to make them, but probably make some with that too. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 sets. Yay! Now we're going back down this side here. You gotta go this way and then this way, and we're done. Okay, so the first round we had 9, the second round we had 11, and on this round we're going to have 14, 1 in each stitch, 14 times. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, coming down here, 2 more, 13, and right here is number 14. Alright, so that doesn't look quite there. Maybe it is. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now the next stitch, which is the bottom, is where we want to be. We're going to put our 7. We put 7 increase each time. So here we go. We're going to just put 7 in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more makes 7. Okay, we got some lint or something going on there. Get out of there. Alright, so there, we did our 7 double crochets all in that stitch right there. Just like we did before. Now we got to go back up the hill this way and we're done with the heart. We have 14 double crochets going up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. We did our 14 double crochets. Now all we got to do is slip stitch into the beginning chain like we've been doing. And we're actually done with the heart. So you could cut your yarn and just weave in your tail and actually be finished. But what I want to do is I want to put 2 hearts together. And if you know that I've been making the fun faces, maybe you can make a fun face with this, you know, put some eyes on it, a little mouth, something cute. I haven't actually put a face on them yet, but I've been putting them together, putting 2 back to back, or actually I didn't put them back to back. What I did in this case, it was easier for me to line them up this way. Because if you see, this is where I tied off the first time. So if I flipped it over like that, it wouldn't be perfectly lined up. I just found it was easier to do it that way. You can do it any way you want to, but to put them together, what I've been doing is just single crocheting all the way around. So instead of cutting my yarn, I'm just going to go ahead and do that really fast. And so I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to go right back into the same place right here, the same stitch right there. And then I'm also going to pick up right here where I cut the yarn. You can see the stitch. And I'm not going to worry about the tail. I can tuck him in later. Or you can put him in now if you want to. And I'm just going to pull through and make a single crochet. And that's what I've been doing all the way around. And just putting them together like that. So in every single stitch around the edging, I just go through 1. And then I go through the same one. And if you did it this way, they should be lined up for you pretty well. Pretty easy to see. You could also use a different color. And that's what I did on this one. And all I did was use yarn that I had left over. I just used 3-ply yarn that I had left over. So the colors are really not anything, you know, that I planned, but it's just what I had. So I'm just going to go around the entire perimeter of this project, and I'm just going to single crochet every single stitch all the way around. And I have a video out for the sunglasses, really cute, that would be cute. And I'm going to put out a video of how to make the smaller hearts, because that's what I used for the eyes on some of the projects. And you could also just take maybe some whatever color yarn you want, black yarn, whatever, and sew on little eyes, little eyelashes, eyelids, and make your heart fun face. Oops, let me start that one over. You got away from me. It's been a long day. Okay, grab a little yarn, keep going. But this will be a fun project for you to do with your kids, and I know that it might be a little tough to teach them the decreasing, but it'll be fun to do. I think of all the moms out there that are homeschooling, and I know you're looking for things to do with your kids all the time like this. It's so wonderful to have some ideas, and especially if you have more than one child and you're trying to do a project together. This is great, and it's like I say, it's great skill. Oh, here we go again. I'll get there by and by. And they'll have great ideas of how to decorate the face, I'm sure. Probably better ideas than I have. I made the sunglasses. I actually put hair on one, and I forget what I named her. I think her name was Miss Happy or something like that. I'll have to look it up. I have it written down somewhere over here. And all the way around, I'm just going to put it together for my fun heart. There we go. Alrighty. As you can see, it's turning out very nice. So you get the idea of how to do that. I'll stop the video so that, you know, I don't want to bore you, but that's how you put it together, and it will turn out like this. And you can actually, before you finish all the way around, you can tuck in your tails. You can take a yarn needle and tuck the tail into the back so it'll be between the two pieces. Real easy to do that. And that's how you make your Valentine fun heart. And like I say, you can put eyes on it, you can put the mouth, or whatever ideas you might have to decorate it. And I hope that God blesses you and your family. Bye for now.